Our yard sale continues. Can we make enough to buy the home I built for them? See this in part 5 of my Rosebud Revisited challenge. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jennifer and welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. I have limited what they have on the table similar to before. Obviously the items aren't quite as high value as what we had, but they have the frogs, the familiar orb of the butterfly, and an upgrade part there. So the frogs being the ones that are worth 100 simoleons frogs. And looks like she's finished this painting. They're all they both need to clean themselves. And of course they don't know the scrubberoo. So let's have her do a landscape painting so she can get this third painting while inspired. And of course we can also sell the paintings. The house I built for them is just under 20,000, though it's not furnished. It does have a small kitchen without a stove, if I remember correctly, because I don't usually let my Sims have a stove until they've got to a certain level of their cooking skill. But it has some, like a couple of animal sheds and a couple of chicken coops. We could probably just, as long as they have the money to buy it, I can sell them immediately so that they have a little bit of money maybe to put something in their house. Maybe a shower, since they don't have that. The ability to do the scrubberooing of themselves, which I still would like them to learn. I'd like them to learn more magic, period. And what does she have a whim for here? To make a sack lunch. Well, that's possible. Oh, good. It looks like we sold that orb and we got the 20,000. Even better. So he's got that done. So we're going to stock the table. So the things that I had in the table inventory, I put into his inventory so that they don't come, they're not something that's going to come out. I don't know if I've ever tried selling an upgrade part, so I don't know whether that would actually work. And so she's just at the point where she needs to get her painting for the 5 hours, and she will have to sell 3 when she gets to the next part. So I usually try and sell the lower value ones, which tends to be the things they use up front. Like those first 2 paintings she's done are not valuable at all. And then we don't know what this one's going to be like. We're valued 192. And well, actually, I take that back. This one's worth more than I was thinking. That's because I'm sure of her marketable trait. So we shall see. We shall see. So she's got this, and it's worth 705. These are the ones we should be selling. So I'm going to put that there. And then she may as well, she's inspired, so she can only do one of these. So we're going to do another landscape painting. I'm almost thinking that he should switch his focus to the, I'm going to put this here just to make it easier this is the one that was worth more to get around, and put this over here. And that one was 468, which is still pretty good. He's so busy talking to her, he's not really paying attention, but we have sold things. Oh, it looks like we did sell that upgrade part, or someone took it and I wasn't paying attention. I don't really know. Hopefully I'll notice when I'm editing. We're going to stock the table. I wonder if we can actually get to this have earned 25,000. Sometimes I actually make them get to the point where they have 50,000 in reserve. If, that makes sense in terms of getting to the final tier. I don't think that will be feasible because I think you have to have earned 75,000 to do that. So, and then we sold another 400. So I don't know if we could get them to 35,000. That might be pushing it. But if we did get them to 35,000, then they would have money left over after they purchase the house to maybe get a few more. That one's not worth as much. So, I'm going to put her over onto the fortune aspiration. She's not painting anyways, just to get those points from getting to 20,000 in reserve. And there we sold another 400 simoleons. Always good. I often will go to master actress because painter extraordinaire, like a long time ago, used to be the one at the top until Get Famous came out. Of course. So we don't have any more frogs. Maybe you should stock this table and tend it instead. And he wants to buy a toilet. But like I said, we don't have a lot of money left over. Like the house is like just under 20,000, and if I sold one chicken coop and an animal shed, I don't know. I think when I built it, I just built it and I didn't play with it, so they should be full value. So we're gonna turn this table instead of this one, and this should give us more money because they're worth more. I'm still on a quest to see. There we go. Be good if she got the surge emotion now. Oh, missing. Yeah, well, we'll get you an animal. Only +4. This should get her her badge for arts and crafts. That should work decently well. We got... Oh, I forgot to mark them up. That was bad. At least I think this is the more valuable one. That was painful. Markup price is 300%. At least I caught it before we sold the more valuable painting. That's like 468 times 3, 1,200, 1,300 that we lost extra in addition to the 468. Well, let's keep her painting. She's got to level 8. She's gonna max this skill. There we go. They're not worth as much. 391. It's worth more than the other. So, but why don't you come here since you're just still inspired? Why don't we do a classic large? What I'm more interested in is money. Money? Oh, we have GeekCon. I don't know how useful GeekCon is right now for them because they don't have the skills needed to be able to win anything. Like you need a programming skill. I mean, it would give them access to a computer, but I think they're better to make money and then buy their own computer when they have enough money to place in their house. That doesn't have very much. Oh, here's our welcome wagon. I totally remember we were skipping. We were trying to be away so we didn't have to deal with the welcome wagon. Well, we will, actually, we don't need to be on the fabulously wealthy, so we're going to switch over to the popularity friend of the world because I think he still needs to introduce himself. So we're going to do a friendly introduction and hopefully that will work. Hopefully that'll count. Yep. Another one. We're going to go in here. Actually, we probably don't really need it too much. Did we become friends? Yeah, because of the tiny lot type, we don't need to actually, while we're here. Oh, look, she's a masterpiece. Oh, there's our money. Thank you. I'll take those cheap ones. Very well done. Could you be like at least confident? No, you're in the zone and you are confident, but unfortunately, these. Oh, because I told her to surge. So she's not going to be able to do any of these emotional paintings. Well, why don't we meet our neighbors? I meant to select this one. And I think you deserve a bit of a break sometime. So you can do a friendly introduction. A greet new neighbor. Oh, right. This is the same where I actually renovated the Munch's home because this is my dream home decorator save. So they actually have a house that has a living room instead of just a back room. We'll invite neighbors in if we can. Sometimes I find if you don't do it right away at the beginning, it doesn't work. I'm going to stock the table with our 3,367 painting. Okay, well, bye. All right. How do we did we introduce ourselves to you? Nope, let's go do a friendly introduction. You are our neighbor. Let's not talk to this person. And let's just cancel the tending the table. We'll start the sale shortly. And have you introduced yourself to everybody? We don't really want that fruitcake anyways. I hate to tell you. I don't find Sims generally like it. No. Well, I think she was at 5. She got to 7. 2 days. Oh my goodness. That's a long time. Inspired +4. She's not going to be able to do these unless she gets... Well, she does have it. Can she surge emotion again? Let's look. Or is it? Yes, we can. So we're going to do... well, I could either do bold. Yeah, I think I am... Because that one we can do confident paintings. I could do centered, and then she could learn the logic skill. But I think we're better just to... And she's already almost maxed her painting skill, but she's not going to make as much. The only reason you can make some money from logic is not actually from the logic per se, but logic is one of the skills that's good to know for going to Salvadorada. But I'm just going to say bold, and let's hope that that will overpower this or replace it. And she is just from being emotionally mindful. And yeah, we have no food for you guys. You'll have to eat your fruitcake. It didn't work. Clubs, club gatherings, rally the troops. The other thing is we probably don't have points to... Oh, there she is now. And we do have points, but I didn't really want to waste... Oh, he's hungry. And he's really, really, really dirty. Well, I really don't want to buy a house yet. I want to spend money. So you're going to come here and do a confident painting, and I will make sure to switch you back to this. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe what I should do is take them to Magic HQ, because at least one of their stones should be ready to travel. Both of them are, because if hers is, then his is too, because we used hers last. Or we could go to the gym. We could go to the gym and here in Wittenberg, and they could have a shower there. I think that's probably the best bet. The advantage of going to Magic HQ is that they could maybe learn more magic, but I think I'd rather focus on making money in this particular part and like getting her with her painting, since we've made her confident now, and getting her to make more progress on her aspiration than selling these, having another yard sale. He can do the yard sale while she's doing the painting. So that's what we're going to do. Like, trying to figure out what exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to the gym in Wittenberg, let them have a shower, and then also like jump on the equipment there so that they can get that exercise at a gym. May as well get that done, and then I'll be back. Well, they're here at the gym. I've had them already do their shower, but they don't seem to be listening. I think because when I told them to come work out, it was too far away. Can you do it now, or is someone trying to go for that one? Okay, just use this. Maybe that was what happened. Maybe someone was going to use it, and sometimes they sense someone's in the process of using it. Or, I mean, there's nothing else that needs to be further out. Okay, now he's going to come. Is he going to be able to use it? Well, I'll have him use this. And before I leave, I'll move it. I mean, I don't remember using move objects unless this was here. This is the gym that comes here, but I've edited it. And it kind of makes me think that I might have put it there because of the fact that, of course, I put these climbing walls over there, as among like lots of other changes that I did, including putting a door so that you don't have to go all the way downstairs to come up. Though they came up there because the showers were downstairs, and that's where they were. So anyways, we don't really need them to work out very much. We don't want them to get dirty because they will. But they do actually have... He has enough points to get incredibly friendly, which I doubt I've got already for him. But then again, is that really the way to go? Because he's going to need to get marketable at some point anyways. But we're going to get it for him. And then I'm going to swap him back over to the friend of the world, because I noticed he only needs to introduce himself to one more person to get up to the next part. So let's go introduce ourselves to Paolo. He's in our Well, he's not in our neighborhood, I don't think. I can't remember where their house is, but he's in our world. I know that for sure. And we should do the same with her. She actually has. Pretty sure she has. That I already bought her marketable. I did. Well, she's got so many points from painting. That's why. So incredibly friendly, as well as, the same things he's done. So let's go on to popularity, friend of the world. She's much further. She needs much more. We've done enough. Enough of the working out. Let's stop. And same with you. And why don't you introduce yourselves to Clara? Friendly. And then you can get to the whatever points that is. Probably not very many because it's the first tier. You don't tend to get a lot of points. So then we're going to, talk. Any interaction for the meeting someone new in 3 different locations counts. And he needs to get the charisma skill anyways. So she still needs to introduce herself to some more people. So let's try to get, so that she can get to the same place he is. I.e. the next part of this aspiration. Okay, you've talked enough. Are you waiting for them to come to you? Well, let's go introduce ourselves to Jade over there. Is she a gym trainer? Yup. You could introduce yourself. Just introduce yourself to someone. Now let's get this first location. I think he already got it. Yeah, he did. So as soon as we get that for her, we're going to take them back home. Oh, we probably can't. We can attempt introduction to Lola. Did you introduce yourself here? No, you didn't. So why don't... Oh, well, we've got it now anyways. So I'm going to take them back home now that they have got a few more points and they're on the next part of the friend of the world. We're going to have another yard sale and we're going to do some more painting for Eden so that she can work on making us some more money by having paintings to sell and make some more progress on that aspiration since she's all confident right now. So I'll be back. We're back home and actually we can become BFFs. So let's do that before we make any more changes. And that I usually find any social interaction usually marks off that meet someone new. But it didn't seem to in this case. Oh, yes, it did. It just had to wait for it to get through that. And they both have that. So I'm going to put him over onto the fortune, just so we're, not that we really need to track it, but there, because he's got nothing else he needs to work on. Let's rally the troops. Clubs, rally the troops. And then he wants to get to know Eden. So... unfortunately it's not on the first one, so we have to go through to find G for get to know, and get that whim. We're not going to do that. We're going to actually tend this table and start the yard sale. And then what does he want to do? He wants to earn money. Well, we want you to earn money too. So that works fine. Let's put her onto the creativity aspiration. And to be specific, the painter extraordinaire. And she needs to do some confident paintings. Oops. Did we plant our garden? Yes, we did. We did. So we'll have to, when I place the house, I'll have to put their plants in there, anything that we want to keep, because it's going to replace anything on the lot. I'll have to put anything in their inventory. Now, I'm actually going to do my usual. I probably don't need to, which is and they have enough money to do this, is I start and stop to make sure that, it doesn't get overpowered. I don't think because it's a surge emotion. See, this isn't good for as long as the other one. That was 2 days or something. I mean, we replaced it. And I'm fine with it only being good for 2 hours because I don't need her to be confident for that long. Especially now she's been confident as long as I needed. I've got my 3 paintings started, which I'll have her obviously work through. And then once they're all done, I'll pick 3 of the paintings to sell to the collectors or art gallery so that we can move on to the next part of this aspiration. More points, yay. And also when she does excellent paintings, they'll count towards it. And we'll have to get ourselves to a museum. So you guys aren't really buying anything. I think you should move along. Maybe actually, I'm going to just check. He needs some fun. We're going to clear this table. Is that spoiled? Yeah, we'll leave it there. Yeah, I was wondering if that was the case. Sometimes I find if no one's buying anything, and then if you clear it and it doesn't clear into its own inventory and instead clears into your inventory, your personal inventory, that's usually a sign. Now you're going to tend the table. Oh, and we haven't actually, you know what? And we didn't start a yard sale. I don't think I did. Let's start the yard sale. But it might not have worked anyways because of the fact that it did that. And we probably can breed these frogs because our last frogs are like our last, we have 2 there to sell. But I always want to keep 2 back, of course. So, of course, the paintings are worth more than the frogs. And eventually I'll just sell the frogs into our inventory. Oh, he needs fun. Well, we just need a little bit more money, and then we hopefully at least buy a bookshelf. Oh, she did another masterpiece. Well, for sure, we're not going to be selling that one. So you should stock the table. And painting's not fun for you anyways. So, all right, we don't need to do that. We need to take these paintings and resume that confident painting. And let's hope she's painting. Well, let's hope she gets her masterpieces when she gets to that part. Can someone buy painting? Yes, 13,000. Because we sold the masterpiece. Well, we sold one of the masterpieces. She has 2 masterpieces. Now, oh, well, see, we need to get to 75,000. She did another masterpiece. Oh my goodness. Not worth as much, but, you know, it's still worth a good amount. I'm just saying it's not worth as much as the other masterpiece. Okay, you're going to resume that confident painting. And you, so we sold another painting. Stock the table. We may need to, once she finishes her painting, we may need to, like, I don't know, maybe he can go fishing? Oh, 13,000. Oh, look how far. We got 50,000. 60,000. And now we have no paintings. We're done. Well, let's just finish the yard sale. We'll finish the yard sale. So we're going to actually have enough money, obviously, to buy this house and get some furnishings even at that. At this point, it'd be good if she could turn out a couple more masterpieces. We could get to earn 75,000 and be on the final part of this. Have, you know, so that the 50,000 marks. Not that it matters that much because obviously the goal is to have coins, have simoleons, not have a value of the house and the simoleons, because that's, I think, the difference between this and the actual Rosebud achievement that's up there. The Rosebud achievement, if we were to look here and go into achievements under wealth and collecting, well, this is not going to track it. That's the downside of being in a save where I played with people who already achieved it. But if we weren't, it would show where we were. But, you know, once you do it in a save, they don't show it anymore. It doesn't matter because it's to have 1 million, and that's just how many coins we have down here. So we're actually going to leave this part here. So we didn't actually get the house. We have enough money for the house, but now I'm pushing them through to see if we can, like I said, you know, make it to the final tier of this. Not complete the final tier, but make it to it sooner rather than later before we place the house. But if we don't, you know, in the next part, we'll place the house regardless. So that's going to be it for this part. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!